Welcome to Module 2. Cybersecurity Frameworks and Best Practices. Module 2 introduces cybersecurity frameworks and discusses best practices for implementing them in government organizations. It covers common cybersecurity frameworks and their components, conducting risk assessments, prioritizing improvements, developing tailored improvement plans, and monitoring and evaluating progress. By the end of Module 2, participants will be able to understand the purpose and key components of cybersecurity frameworks, recognize popular cybersecurity frameworks used by government organizations, implement best practices for integrating cybersecurity frameworks into their operations, tailor cybersecurity frameworks to the unique requirements of government online services, while ensuring legal and regulatory compliance. Module 2 will have the following lessons: Introduction to Cybersecurity Frameworks, Best Practices for Implementing Cybersecurity Frameworks, Tailoring Cybersecurity Frameworks to Government Online Services. Welcome to Lesson 1. Introduction to Cybersecurity Frameworks. In this lesson, we will introduce the concept of cybersecurity frameworks, explore popular frameworks used by government organizations, and discuss the key components of effective frameworks. Cybersecurity frameworks provide structured guidelines and best practices for organizations to manage and mitigate cybersecurity risks. These frameworks help organizations establish a common language for understanding and addressing cybersecurity issues, implement effective security measures to protect sensitive information and systems, identify, prioritize, and mitigate cybersecurity risks, improve collaboration between IT and non-IT personnel, maintain compliance with legal and regulatory requirements. There are several widely used cybersecurity frameworks that have been adopted by government organizations worldwide. Some of these include NIST Cybersecurity Framework. Developed by the National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, in the United States, this voluntary framework is designed to help organizations manage and reduce cybersecurity risk. It provides a set of industry standards and best practices to guide the development of a comprehensive cybersecurity program. ISO, IEC 27001. An international standard for information security management systems, ISMS, that helps organizations protect their information assets through a systematic approach. It sets out requirements for establishing, implementing, maintaining, and continually improving an ISMS within the context of the organization's overall business risks. CIS Critical Security Controls. A prioritized set of actions to improve cybersecurity, developed by the Center for Internet Security, CIS. These controls are designed to provide a roadmap for organizations to improve their overall cybersecurity posture by addressing the most common threats and vulnerabilities. While each cybersecurity framework has its specific guidelines and best practices, they share some common key components. One widely adopted model is the Identify, Protect, Detect, Respond, and Recover (IPDRR) model. Identify. Recognize and categorize the organization's assets, systems, and risks to determine the appropriate level of protection. Protect. Implement preventive measures, such as access controls, encryption, and network segmentation, to safeguard assets and systems from potential cyber threats. Detect. Establish systems and processes to monitor and identify potential security incidents or anomalies in real time. Respond. Develop plans and procedures to respond to security incidents, including containment, eradication, and recovery steps. Recover. Restore systems and services to normal operation and implement improvements to prevent future incidents. In conclusion, understanding the purpose and key components of cybersecurity frameworks is essential for non-IT government officials to establish a strong foundation for managing cybersecurity risks. By adopting and implementing an appropriate framework, government organizations can improve the security and resilience of their online services, reduce vulnerabilities, and maintain compliance with legal and regulatory requirements. Welcome to Lesson 2. Best Practices for Implementing Cybersecurity Frameworks. In this lesson, we will discuss best practices that organizations should follow when implementing cybersecurity frameworks to ensure maximum effectiveness and alignment with their specific needs. Leadership commitment and support. Successful implementation of a cybersecurity framework requires strong commitment and support from the leadership. This includes dedicating necessary resources, setting clear expectations, and establishing a culture of cybersecurity awareness throughout the organization. Leadership support also entails prioritizing cybersecurity in the decision-making process and holding all levels of management accountable for their roles in maintaining security. Collaboration between IT and non-IT personnel. Effective cybersecurity management requires collaboration and communication between IT and non-IT personnel, as both parties play essential roles in identifying risks, implementing protective measures, and responding to incidents. Regular communication and collaboration between these groups ensure that cybersecurity policies and procedures are aligned with business needs, effectively mitigating risks and vulnerabilities. Employee training and awareness. Human error is often the root cause of security incidents. Therefore, regular training and awareness programs for all employees are crucial to reduce vulnerabilities resulting from careless or uninformed actions. These programs should cover topics such as identifying phishing attempts, creating strong passwords, and following security best practices. Regular risk assessments and audits. Organizations should conduct regular risk assessments to identify and prioritize potential vulnerabilities and threats. These assessments help to evaluate the effectiveness of existing security measures and identify areas for improvement. Additionally, organizations should conduct periodic audits to ensure compliance with the cybersecurity framework and other legal or regulatory requirements. Incident response planning. Preparing for potential security incidents is a critical component of a cybersecurity framework. Organizations should have a well-defined incident response plan in place that outlines the roles and responsibilities of different team members, communication protocols, and procedures for containment, eradication, and recovery. Regularly reviewing and updating the incident response plan ensures that the organization is prepared to react effectively to evolving threats and attack methods. Continual improvement and adaptation. The cybersecurity landscape is constantly evolving, and organizations must continuously adapt their security measures to stay ahead of emerging threats. Regularly reviewing and updating the cybersecurity framework and best practices will ensure that the organization remains proactive in addressing risks and vulnerabilities. This includes monitoring industry trends, adopting new technologies, and learning from incidents to refine the organization's approach to cybersecurity. In conclusion, following these best practices when implementing a cybersecurity framework will help ensure its effectiveness and maintain the security of an organization's information and systems. By fostering a culture of cybersecurity awareness and engaging in continuous improvement, organizations can better protect their digital assets and reduce the risk of cyber threats. Welcome to Lesson 3. Tailoring cybersecurity frameworks to government online services. In this lesson, we will discuss how to customize and adapt cybersecurity frameworks to meet the unique challenges and requirements of government online services. Government online services often face unique challenges and requirements compared to private sector organizations. These can include stringent data protection and privacy regulations, interagency data sharing, and the need to maintain public trust. To effectively tailor a cybersecurity framework, government officials should first identify these unique challenges and requirements and consider their potential impact on cybersecurity practices. Once the unique challenges and requirements have been identified, government officials can adapt the chosen cybersecurity framework to address these specific needs. This may involve adjusting or expanding certain security controls, establishing additional policies, or setting priorities based on the most critical risks and vulnerabilities. Customization should be done in a way that ensures the framework remains comprehensive, consistent, and effective. Government online services must adhere to various legal and regulatory requirements concerning data protection, privacy, and cybersecurity. When tailoring a cybersecurity framework, it is essential to ensure that the organization's practices align with these requirements. This may involve incorporating specific compliance measures into the framework or adjusting existing policies and procedures to meet the necessary standards. Government online services often rely on interconnected systems and data sharing between various agencies and partners. When customizing a cybersecurity framework, it is crucial to ensure that security measures support interoperability while maintaining a strong security posture. This may involve collaborating with other agencies and partners to establish common security standards and protocols, and ensuring that data sharing and communication channels are secure. As the cybersecurity framework is tailored to meet the unique needs of government online services, it is essential to evaluate and monitor the effectiveness of the implemented measures regularly. This includes conducting risk assessments, audits, and performance reviews to determine if the customized framework is addressing the identified challenges and requirements. Feedback from these evaluations can be used to refine the framework further and ensure continuous improvement in the organization's cybersecurity posture. In conclusion, tailoring a cybersecurity framework to the unique challenges and requirements of government online services is crucial for ensuring the effective protection of sensitive information and systems. By customizing the framework, aligning it with legal and regulatory requirements, and engaging in ongoing evaluation and monitoring, government officials can create a robust and adaptable cybersecurity strategy to safeguard their online services and maintain public trust. Congratulations! You have finished Module 2 of the course. Thank you for attending. Please come back for Module 3. The Human Factor in Cybersecurity.